Tonight on the 10 o'clock news, a Stand Your Ground hearing over a deadly shooting in St. Augustine is set to begin soon. Tomorrow, defense attorneys will present their arguments for a Stand Your Ground hearing in the deadly shooting of Adam Amoia. He died during a fight last year outside a St. Augustine bar.
The man that you saw on the screen and who you see here, Luis Casado, was charged with manslaughter and carrying a concealed firearm. News4Jax reporter Marilyn Parker joins us live in the studio. Marilyn, the surveillance video from this shooting could be brought up during the hearing?
Yeah, the defense could play this video in hopes that having the manslaughter charge dropped. An attorney not affiliated with this case says this video makes the case pretty straightforward. And he says if the judge finds Luis Casado's actions reasonable and Stand Your Ground applies, then the case would end.
Watching this video from May of last year, one could wish they all would have just walked away. Instead, Adam Amoia is seen slapping Luis Casado, who then pulls a gun. Amoia is killed. Casado gets charged with manslaughter and carrying a concealed firearm. Monday, Casado's lawyers will argue self-defense during a hearing.
Based on that surveillance video, do you think there is a Stand Your Ground case here?
I do believe that that is a legitimate question to be put forth to a judge or a jury.
Randy Reep isn't affiliated with this case. He says a judge will decide if Casado believed he needed to use deadly force and if the force was reasonable.
If he is found to have been justified in use to stand your ground, the terminology of the statute is he is immune from prosecution and he cannot be prosecuted for it.
Reep says the Stand Your Ground law doesn't allow you to commit other crimes. Casado would still have to stand for the concealed firearm charge. Reep says it's likely Casado will testify.
I find a genuine reluctancy on the part of the judges to take this question out of the hands of the jury because he's ruling immune forever from prosecution. If the facts support that, then the judge will make that decision. But it's usually always a razor's edge. It's not very, very clear.
Reep says some attorneys would wait to bring the Stand Your Ground motion at the trial, but since this case is on video and there aren't aggravating factors, he says it makes this case regrettably very straightforward. Coming up tonight on News4Jax at 11, details from the Stand Your Ground petition, and Reep says which elements may or may not be brought up tomorrow. Back to you.
Thank you, Marilyn. New at 10.